Junior, you in or not? All right, we ain't got all day here. What are you doing?
You could have fooled me. The phone ain't rung since yesterday.
You know, Junior's right. I mean, we could stand it to be a little bit busier. I mean, not that I don't like cards, because I like cards, but, you know, I got rent to pay.
And I got to get a manicure.
I guess business is kind of slow over at Rocky's place. And it sure doesn't look like it's going to get much better anytime soon, does it? Of course, it's easy to blame a slow period on factors that are out of our control. You know, the weather, the economy, the season. You could be like Rocky and his troops and just give in to the inevitable. Well, we'll just have to wait it out. Things should pick up again. But you know what? There's a better approach. An approach that makes you less of a victim and more of a hero. By working together, you can actually generate business for your company during slow periods. Why wait around for things to happen when you can make them happen? Everyone who works for your shop has an opportunity to make a contribution toward the success of your shop. It's just a matter of becoming proactive instead of reactive. Now, I realize that many techs hate the idea of cloverleafing. I've heard it all before. I don't want to look like a vacuum salesman. I hate getting doors slammed in my face. It's too much trouble. Yep, I understand. And believe me, I do empathize. But it doesn't have to be that way. Let me give you an example. Bob is a tech who hates to sit around. In fact, that's one of the main reasons he got into the service industry, because it means working with his hands and keeping active. Well, he went out on a morning call and finished around 11:30 a.m. Naturally, he called into a dispatcher for another assignment, but the dispatcher had no other calls to give him. The phones just weren't ringing. Apparently, the 4 houses he had cloverleafed had no immediate effect. So rather than just returning to the shop and sitting around with the guys waiting for something to happen, Bob decided to take further action. Although he hated looking like a vacuum salesman and didn't want to get doors slammed in his face or go through a lot of effort, Bob took some of his company's door hangers, which read, "Special today. Call for 10% off on any electrical, plumbing, heating, or air conditioning work." Then he went to 8 more nearby homes and slipped one on each door. It only took him a few minutes, and one of the people he targeted called for service. Nothing much, just a total rewire. A pretty good investment of time, I'd say, wouldn't you? But that's just one approach. There are others. It just takes a little imagination. Have you ever had a customer who decided to put off having some work done? Sure you have. Well, one great way to bring in some business when it's slow is by reviewing previous invoices. Once you've identified the customers who've postponed work, you can call and ask if they'd like to schedule that work now.
Hello, may I speak to Mrs. Schiller, please? Hi, Mrs. Schiller, this is Susan over at Mike's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. Oh, I'm fine, thanks. And you? So how's that furnace doing? Great, I'm glad. Well, I was just going through some of our records, and I saw that you decided to wait on having your air conditioner serviced. I thought I'd call to see if you'd like us to take care of that for you now before it gets really too warm and we get really busy. Sure, I can have someone there between 9 and 1 tomorrow. How does that sound? All right, then. I will send...
Another idea that works involves the reverse telephone directory. That's the one where you look up addresses in order to find phone numbers. Well, since you have the addresses for your current customers, it doesn't take much to look up the telephone numbers of their neighbors and give them a call. Let them know that you have someone working for one of their neighbors and even mention the family's name. Then add that your company's offering a special value of 10% off electrical, plumbing, heating, and air conditioning work while the service technician is in the area. It's easy, and it works.
Hello, is this the Berry residence? Oh, hello, Mr. Berry. My name is Susan. I'm calling from Mike's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electric. We have a service technician doing some work at your neighbors, the Watsons, and I wanted to let you know that we're offering a special value of 10% off on any plumbing, heating, or air conditioning work while the technician is in the area. Why, yes, we do handle electrical work as well.
Slow periods are also especially good times to schedule service agreement calls. Since you need to provide the service anyway, why not do it while the shop is slow? You never know what other kind of work will result.
So it looks like the new filter was all you needed.
Yeah, great. Hey, Mike, as long as you're here, would you do me a favor? My washing machine is leaking, and would you take a look at it for me? I'm afraid to use it. It might get worse.
Oh, yeah, I'd be happy to take a look at that.
Oh, sure, right this way.
Okay.
In fact, it's sometimes a good idea to offer certain free services as a way of generating business. You know, furnace checks, carbon monoxide checks, and valve tagging, just to name a few. You can maximize calls by offering discounts on additional services if your manager permits. Again, you never know what it may lead to. And besides generating immediate business, you will be expanding your client base and increasing your potential for future business as well.
Hello? Yeah. One of your men was here a few weeks ago to do a carbon monoxide check, yeah. And he left one of his cards. Yeah, we're having a problem with our septic tank. And do you guys handle that kind of thing? Ah, good. Sure. Yeah, my name is Richard White, and the address is 415.
Well, that about wraps it up for this week. But before you go, I'd like to take a moment to point out the benefits to you, the individual, in helping your company generate business during slow periods. You see, your individual efforts will help increase sales. In turn, increased sales will mean more billable hours, and more billable hours will mean more income for the company. If the company is more profitable, everybody benefits. Even your job security grows stronger. Now that we've got that covered, I'll say goodbye. Have fun with the exercise, and I'll see you again to discuss another topic.